16 Key Takeaways and Lessons from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. Have you ever experienced that sense of drifting through life without making progress towards becoming the person you aspire to be? This feeling often strikes around New Year's, when we envision shedding undesirable habits and adopting positive ones. We convince ourselves that this time will be different, that we'll follow through on our promises. Yet, inevitably, we find ourselves right back where we started, no closer to our envisioned self. Welcome to Penny Investors, where future millionaires come to get inspired. If you enjoy our videos, please do not hesitate to hit that like and subscribe button, and turn on the notifications, so that you don't miss out on new videos we post. You can also follow us on X, @FanInvestors1. The burning question then becomes, how do we transform into the person we dream of? How do we break free from detrimental habits and cultivate the ones we truly desire, making them second nature? Atomic Habits, by James Clear, addresses precisely these inquiries. In our in-depth visual summary of this book, we'll explore crucial concepts like habit loops, dopamine triggers, and optimizing your environment, among others. Stick around until the end, where we'll tie everything together. I genuinely hope this summary inspires you to get a copy of the book for yourself because it's a valuable addition to any bookshelf. Lesson 1. The Power of Atomic Habits. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The same way that money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. James Clear emphasizes that small, consistent changes, or atomic habits, can lead to significant transformations over time. He likens this to the idea that tiny improvements can accumulate like compound interest, ultimately resulting in substantial growth. Lesson 2. The Habit Loop. Cue, craving, response, reward. James Clear introduces the habit loop, a four-step process that underlies all habits. Understanding this loop allows us to identify and modify our behaviors. He asserts that the key to changing habits lies in manipulating these components. All behavior is driven by the desire to solve a problem. Lesson 3. Cues and triggers. Make it obvious. The most common cue to trigger a habit is location. Identifying cues is crucial in habit formation. James Clear encourages readers to be mindful of the triggers that prompt certain behaviors. This involves recognizing both internal and external cues, such as emotions, time of day, or specific environments. Lesson 4. Craving and Desire. What is immediately rewarded is repeated. What is immediately punished is avoided. James Clear emphasizes the importance of associating a positive emotion or desire with the habit you're trying to build. He suggests making the habit rewarding and emotionally satisfying to increase its stickiness. Lesson 5. Effective habit stacking. Habit stacking involves integrating new habits into established routines. James Clear advocates for this approach, as it simplifies the process of forming new behaviors. By linking them to existing actions, the new habits become easier to adopt. The secret to getting results that last is to never stop making improvements. Lesson 6. The 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Clear introduces the concept of the 2-minute rule, which states that if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. This technique helps in overcoming procrastination and initiating positive changes. Lesson 7. The Plateau of Latent Potential. James Clear highlights the often overlooked phase of habit development, where results may not be immediately visible. He likens this phase to an ice cube slowly melting in a room just below freezing temperature. Breakthrough moments are often the result of many previous actions, which build up the potential required to unleash a major change. Lesson 8. Identity-based habits. The more you repeat a behavior, the more you reinforce the identity associated with that behavior. James Clear argues that lasting change comes from a shift in identity. Instead of focusing solely on what you want to achieve, focus on becoming the type of person who achieves those goals. This involves aligning your habits with your desired identity. Lesson 9. Environment shapes behavior. James Clear emphasizes the impact of environment on habit formation. He suggests making changes to your surroundings to make desired behaviors more obvious and accessible. For instance, if you want to read more, place books where you'll see them frequently. Your environment is the invisible hand that shapes your behavior. Lesson 10. Use temptation bundling. The key to creating good habits and breaking bad ones is to understand these fundamental laws and how to alter them to your specifications. James Clear introduces the concept of temptation bundling, which involves pairing an activity you want to do with an activity you need to do. This can make undesirable tasks more appealing and create a positive association. Lesson 11. Master the art of habit tracking. James Clear advises readers to track their habits to maintain accountability and monitor progress. This can be done through various methods, such as journaling, apps, or habit tracking tools. You need feedback on how you are doing. This is why all professional athletes review tapes of their performances. Lesson 12. Avoid the all-or-nothing mentality. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new habit. James Clear cautions against the idea that a single misstep ruins all progress. He encourages forgiveness and emphasizes that the occasional slip-up doesn't erase the cumulative effect of consistent positive habits. Lesson 13. Embrace habit shifting in times of change. James Clear acknowledges that life is filled with transitions, and habits need to be adaptable. He suggests being flexible and adjusting habits to suit different circumstances. When life gets complicated, the flexible person thrives. Lesson 14. The importance of rest and recovery. The greatest threat to success is not failure but boredom. James Clear underscores the significance of adequate rest and recovery in sustaining habits. He compares this to compound interest, asserting that taking time to recharge ultimately leads to greater progress. Lesson 15. Continuous improvement over perfection. James Clear advocates for the pursuit of continuous improvement rather than striving for perfection. He emphasizes that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. You don't need to be the best. You just need to be consistently good. Lesson 16. Becoming 1% better every day. James Clear's mantra is about striving for marginal gains daily. He asserts that consistent, small improvements lead to remarkable long-term results. This approach encourages a sustainable path to personal growth. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. There you have it, 16 key takeaways and lessons from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. The book provides a comprehensive framework for understanding and changing habits. By breaking down the process into manageable components, James Clear offers readers practical insights and actionable steps to make lasting positive changes in their lives. The book's emphasis on consistency, identity-based habits, and the power of small, continuous improvements resonates as a powerful guide for personal growth. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our videos, please do not hesitate to hit that like and subscribe button, and turn on the notifications, so that you don't miss out on new videos we post. You can also follow us on X @FanInvestors1.